What's going on YouTube? What's going on Facebook? Welcome back to the channel, Big Dog Brett. Hey, I wanted to thank everybody for jumping on, taking a few minutes out of your day to share football with me. I got some notes here, some stuff I kind of wanted to cover, but before we get into anything, I wanted to talk about there's some members of our community as far as the dog nation that are suffering right now, and I have another video coming out later today about that. So you guys will see that video posted later. Please take a few minutes, just jump on there if you would. It's very important. Later I'm going to talk about my new streaming schedule. I'm putting together some software and some stuff so that I can stream and you guys have conversations so that they're not just during halftime and after a game. I'm still going to do those things, but I'm going to get into what I'm working on and kind of give you guys a little bit of a we'll get to it in a few minutes. So let's talk about the Atlanta Legends coming up this weekend. Coming up tomorrow, the Atlanta Legends are taking on the San Diego Fleet. It's going to be played in San Diego. It's 8 p.m. on CBS. And I don't want to talk about what happened last week, and there's a reason for that. You guys will find that out later. But I'm just going to kind of talk about what's going on this week and some of the things that I think are going to happen. So. And it's going to be impossible to talk about some of those things without also talking about some of the stuff that happened last week. So I'm kind of torn because I want to do some other things with the content, but just bear with me. So and let's talk about San Diego a little bit. The San Diego Fleet did not look great last week. I think they only put up 6 points. So they struggled in their loss to San Antonio. The San Antonio Commanders beat them 15-6. Neither team was particularly prolific as far as offense goes. Looked like Super Bowl at some points, but not that great. In this particular game between the Fleet and the Legends are listed as the underdog. Legends' defense looked pretty good, but it's not. I think the biggest reason is the coaching, and I'll get into that in just a minute. But the Fleet is ranked at a 9.5 point favorite, and the over and under is 44 points. Now, how in the world they got to a 44 point over under number is beyond me, because the team's combined numbers are only 12 points. It's or thereabouts. That's terrible. So how in the world you get to a number almost 4 times that size? It's is beyond me. But apparently that's what they're looking at, so I don't know how they got to that number. The thing that I want to bring up is the coaching difference. Now the coach for the Fleet is Mike Martz. And Mike Martz was a really good coach for the Rams for a long time. The guy's like 53-23 or something along those lines. The guy's a winning coach, and he does a pretty good job. I mean, so basically you can say he had like an 8-4 season every year, thereabouts. And he even took his team to the freaking Super Bowl. Now, they did get beat, but at least they went. The reason I bring that up is because I believe Kevin Coyles is completely out of his element. I don't care how long he was defensive coordinator for the Dolphins. He does not seem to be a head coach that knows what's going on. Not going to get into a whole lot with that because there's other content I want to cover down the road. I think he's outgunned. Now, last week didn't particularly see the kind of quarterback action we really wanted to see out of the Legends. And I know I'm partial because I'm a Dogs fan, but I think Aaron Murray really looked a lot better than Matt Sims. Now, the reason I say that is because Aaron Murray goes out there, makes 4 straight passes in a row that connects, is going down the field, looks pretty good. Throws a pass, gets batted down, it's underthrown, whatever, or almost gets picked off. What's the offensive coordinator or the head coach? I'm not sure which. What do they call? The same dad blame play on the very next play. So, of course, it got picked off. It's almost like it was scheduled that way. Whatever. But I think Aaron Murray looked like he should be the starting quarterback. I think the play call was wrong. But as far as Aaron Murray in the pocket, looked a lot more comfortable than Matt Sims. Not going to get into that. Oh, by the way, if you've made it this far, guys, go ahead and hit a like, subscribe, thumb up, share, whatever you got to do. Kicking around Facebook, it really helps the channel. And I appreciate you guys doing that. So I try to keep the content moving and keep it entertaining. Now, as for the game coming up, if they put Aaron Murray in, I expect the offense is going to be a little bit more high-powered. I think Aaron Murray looks a lot more comfortable. I think he's going to be able to move the ball and run the offense better. I think Matt Sims needs to sit on the bench and at least give Aaron Murray an opportunity. And if that doesn't happen, then I've got to continue to question the coaching ability in that locker room, because it's just, yeah, oh my goodness. So anyway, long and short of the story, these teams, neither one are really doing a whole lot right now. Hopefully both teams have learned quite a bit from the first game. So hopefully the offenses have improved. I think the defenses did okay. I think that I think the Fleet's defense looked better than the Legends defense, but it's week one. And I mean, even in college football, week one is always kind of a weird week. You actually see where the mistakes are made. It's your first time being on the field in a year with these guys, sometimes longer, where you're actually playing a legitimate opponent with quality caliber talent. I did like the way that the games were covered, and I hope they continue to cover them that way. I'm looking forward to it. Another Saturday of football. Can't be disappointed about that. So as far as the live stream goes, let's talk about the live stream real quick. The content that whenever I'm doing the live streams at the end of the football games, you know, I get conversation all over the map about everything, which is great. I love interacting with you guys, but I want to make sure that I give you guys time where you can ask questions and we can really kind of get into some football. And, you know, if I need to pull up stats or whatever while we're on there, I'd be glad to do so. But it's difficult to walk around and hold my cell phone up for an hour at a time, and if you don't believe me, just hold your cell phone out right in front of you, so you've got your selfie cam up so that you can see yourself, and then hold that up for an hour. You'll find out it gets tiring pretty quick. So I'm gonna make a transition to trying to shorten the fan reaction videos, and the halftime ones will probably still go the same length of time, but the halftime ones are going to shorten down. And so we're going to do Saturday, you know, I don't know if it's going to be a Friday night or a Saturday night, or just kind of depends on the way things go. But I want to give you guys an opportunity so that I can interact with you guys. That's not just right after a game. I'm trying to get a little bit of a backdrop, get some software set up so that you guys have just a better environment to communicate with. That way when you guys ask questions, I can get after it and get to it. So also coming out later today, I'm going to be uploading a video for one of my subscribers. She specifically requested a video, and I've made the video already. I wanted to put this one up first so that I could, when you guys see it come out, please jump over there and view that video and leave a comment. That video is very important, so I really would appreciate you guys' support and supporting her. Shout out to Catfish, and shout out to Uncle Lou. Those guys are some of the best content makers around. And if you guys like my channel, go over and check them out. I'm sure you guys will enjoy their content as well. I know there's some people that don't really, they only like a certain kind of content, but I think it's important to kind of get a different point of view and a different angle from different content providers. I just think it's helpful, gives you a better view of what's actually going on with the sport. So all right, guys, thanks so much for jumping in, tuning in. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and share and all that other fun stuff. Thanks for helping the channel. We'll see you guys soon. And as always, God bless. Go Dogs.